Loneliness. It's a silent epidemic that affects millions of lives around the world. But what is loneliness, really? Is it just about being alone, or does it run deeper than that? Watch the following movie scenes carefully. The scenes are taken from the Bollywood film, The Lunchbox. In this movie, there are two characters leading very different lives, yet they share something common. One of the characters, Mr. Sajan Fernandez, a widower who is about to retire from his job and have lost all the connections, while the other character, Mrs. Ela, who is married and has a loving family, yet she feels lonely. Both the characters shows that the feeling of loneliness can be of different kinds. One can be in a room full of people, but could still feel lonely, whereas being alone doesn't always mean that the person is feeling lonely. Studies have shown that after stress, loneliness is the biggest mental challenge humans are facing. The statement can be easily argued by saying that there are more than 7 billion people on the planet. Still, why humans are facing loneliness? Loneliness doesn't mean that people are alone or are not surrounded by other people in their lives. Loneliness is a feeling that can occur when one craves for that one meaningful social connection that is not there. It is similar to the feeling of hunger or thirst. When we haven't eaten enough, then we feel hungry, which is a way of our body telling us that we need more food. Similarly, feeling lonely is a way of our mind telling us that we need more meaningful social connections in our life. According to a psychological research paper, loneliness is a feeling of an unpleasant experience when a person's relationship is deficient of either quantity or quality. It is not always the case that only people who are in their old age feel lonely. Researchers have shown that there are almost 30% teenagers who feel that they do not have someone with whom they can share their feelings. If we go by the definition of loneliness, these teenagers go through unpleasant experiences which makes them sad, which makes it difficult for them to perform their daily activities, and due to these experiences occurring frequently, most of them shows the early signs of depression. Loneliness can also occur when one's relationship is deficient in either quantity or quality, which means that you want your relationships to be in a certain way than they actually are. For example, you might want to have 4 friends, but you only have 1, or you might want only 1 close friend. But in reality, the quality of connection is not good. Then these circumstances could make one person to feel lonely. The rise of social media plays one of the major roles in this. It can be a double-edged sword, offering a sense of connection, but often leaving us feeling more disconnected than ever as we compare ourselves to carefully curated online personas. Ever heard of FOMO? Fear of missing out? FOMO is when you worry about not being part of the fun things others are doing, especially when you see them on social media. It's the fear of missing out on enjoyable or rewarding experiences that others are having. Social media makes it worse. People post all the exciting stuff they do, which can make you feel like your life isn't as exciting. Smartphones and social apps keep you connected all the time, so you're constantly seeing what others are up to, making this feeling even stronger. This fear can make you feel bad about yourself and might even affect your relationships to the point where you don't want to engage in your usual activities with friends and family when you think others are having more fun. Loneliness can feel like a heavy burden, but the good news is that there are effective ways to alleviate it. While online connections have their place, true relief from loneliness often comes from fostering meaningful, real-world connections. Loneliness isn't about the number of people you know. It's about the depth and quality of your connections. Meaningful relationships offer emotional support, understanding, and a sense of belonging that superficial online interactions may lack. Engaging in real-world social activities such as joining clubs, volunteering, or participating in community events provides opportunities to meet like-minded individuals who share your interests and values. Perhaps the most powerful antidote to loneliness is empathy and compassion. Take a moment to think about those around you. A simple act of kindness or inclusion can make a world of difference. In the midst of this silent epidemic, there's hope. Loneliness can be conquered, and you're not alone in your battle. Together, we can foster connections, support one another.
If you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. And for more videos like this, Do subscribe to the channel